Hello, lovely viewers, and welcome to another episode of Glade Sports Express News, where we give you nothing but the best. Remember, we've been talking about sports, coaches, boxing, and every other sport, and today we are going to talk about Anthony Joshua, Jake Paul, and then some other boxers who have had their own stints around the world of sports. But before we go on to today's news, I kindly ask you to subscribe to our channels, follow us on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, X at Glitz Sports Express, and then on X we are Glitz S Express. Well, before we go, you can also get detailed news on our website www.glitzsportsexpress.com. So remember, I told you that Jake Paul was going to fight Anthony Joshua. Well, it wasn't just about the boxing, but it was about scrutiny. Anthony Joshua wanted to prove a point, while Jake Paul wanted to also let people understand that he's the real deal, like the pro in boxing. But Anthony Joshua, before the fight, said that Jake Paul has been disrespecting like professional boxers as he's coming to the fray, like fighting the so-called retired boxers, bringing them back into the game and then finding his way around. But Anthony Joshua wanted to stop that, and well, it did happen. It wasn't just about the boxing, it was about putting him right. Well, remember, Anthony Joshua knocked out Jake Paul in the sixth round. It was around 16.38 seconds, and then that was in the round 6. Well, Anthony Joshua broke the jaw of Jake Paul. It resulted in a lot of scrutiny, why people thought it was a scripted fight. But well, Anthony Joshua wasn't going into a script. He went in for the so don't worry. There's a video that we're going to show you about how things unfolded. Well, remember, just after the fight between Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua, Anthony Joshua traveled to Ghana to Nigeria, sorry, with his boxing trainer and then I think physical training, Lats, and then I think size. And the unfortunate happened while Anthony Joshua got involved in a car accident that took the lives of his two friends. Well, may their souls rest in peace. But back to the boxing event. Well, Anthony Joshua in his 16-minute fight pocketed $92 million. Well, that's like working just 2 hours. He pocketed $92 million. And that wasn't just all. Well, he reiterated that many authorities were trying to get their share from this 92 million. Well, he had to pay taxes on the same money in the United States and then in the United Kingdom. Well, he didn't want to. It's not that he didn't want to, but he didn't understand why he had to pay taxes on the same money twice. Back to Jake Paul. Well, Jake Paul had a broken jaw. He had some, I don't know whether his entire jaw was broken, but you could see his swollen face after the fight. He was in the hospital admitted there. Well, his brother Logan Paul came in to say he's going to fight Anthony Joshua to prove a point or to get revenge for his brother. Well, do you think Logan Paul deserves this fight? Do you think it's time for Logan Paul or for Anthony Joshua to give Logan Paul this call? Well, it's up to you. You can send your opinions in the comment section. Well, Anthony Joshua, after the accident in Nigeria, has vowed not to box again because he lost two of his dear friends, not just friends, he called them brothers and family. Well, whether or not Anthony Joshua is going to come back to the ring, that's another thing that we're looking at. Well, for the first time since the accident, Anthony Joshua has been seen in the ring. Well, not in the ring, but at the gym, having some training. Well, many are asking whether he's returning to the ring or not. The news update is that in July, or on July 17th, the undisputed heavyweight champion Alexander Usyk will be fighting Deontay Wilder. Well, there were many people who thought Deontay Wilder doesn't merit this fight, but Deontay Wilder came out to prove a point. He said, well, the reason why Usyk wants to fight Deontay Wilder is based on the fact that he believes Deontay Wilder had been the heavyweight champion for a long time. And that makes him deserving of the opportunity for a shot at the undisputed title. Well, is Deontay Wilder going to give us how do we call it, an upset? Is Usyk going to continue his decimation over these boxers? Well, that's another thing that we are looking at. Well, Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury is a fight that remains unmatched. People are anticipating this fight, but now that Anthony Joshua has said that he's not fighting again, well, it's become something that many viewers are wondering, whether our boxing viewers are wondering whether it's ever going to happen. Well, before that comes, we're going to tell you more. Well, remember, we put this video to a pause here, and then we get back to you with all updates on any other sports. But remember, subscribe to our channel, follow us on all social media networks, and then we'll bring you more, but nothing but the best. Well, I'm out.